Hello everyone, today I want to share with you a bridal makeup look. This is something that I used to do all the time when I was doing a makeup on other people, when I was freelancing, and when I was using Mary Kay eyeshadows. These were the eyeshadows that I used the most, and this is how I like to incorporate them into something as, bridal makeup. I think that one of the most important things that you can do for a bride is just give her a chance to try different looks before the wedding. But my recommendation, when people used to ask me, what kind of look should I go for, I usually would tell them something timeless, something that when you look back 20 years from now, you look back and you look beautiful. It doesn't have to be, oh, my makeup looks good, but I look beautiful. It's one of those things that we try to stay away from, something that is very popular right now, even if you can, from wing liner or those things that are kind of attached to a specific time. So you can create something that is going to be, once again, timeless. Now, if the person wants to do a wing eyeliner, or if they want to do something that is, popular at the moment, it's something that they should, do if they want. But if they ask me, I always go for something more natural, timeless, and that it's going to emphasize their beauty instead of hiding or instead of transforming the person. Just kind of emphasize, their features and make them look naturally beautiful. So in this case, it's something very natural. As you can see on the eyes, it's actually contouring the eyes in a way that you will emphasize your bone structure, and it's going to play well with the rest of your makeup. So if you want to see something more dramatic, or if you want to see something darker for a wedding, something that I've done before, let me know in the comments down below and I will share that with you. But you guys wanted to see my favorite bridal look, or the makeup look that I used to do on clients before, and this is it. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. I already did my face. If you want to see what I have on my face, what products, what shades and everything, I will have a link in the description box down below that is going to say the makeup on my face, and there I will break down all the products that I have on my face, lip product, pretty much anything and everything that I did to get the coverage that I have on right now. Now, if you want to see the technique on how you can apply these products, if you want to know more tips or things that you can do to achieve more of a flawless and long wearing face makeup look, then let me know and I can record that for you if you're interested. But recently what I've been asked the most is an eye look for bridal makeup, and something that it was timeless. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. Anyways, I already primed my eyes and set it with my face powder, so that way everything is going to be easier to blend. Now I am going to take the color Spun Silk, just this one right here, and I'm going to take it in a 203 brush by the Real Techniques collection. This is the Ball Metals, and I took just a little bit, as you can see in the brush right there, and I'm going to apply it into the outer corner and only in the crease area. So I'm going to set the color in the outer corner because I want the most darkness or the most pigmentation of this eyeshadow in the outer corner. Now whatever is left, I'm going to blend it into the inner corner, but the most concentration of color we needed in the outer corner. Now, by doing this, you are starting to create an effect that at the end is going to create a lifted effect in the eye, and also is going to shape the outer corner more and making your eyes look bigger and kind of separated, and that almond shape that most people like to achieve, especially when it's a classic look for a wedding, special party. We're gonna take pictures, and I'm trying to keep it everything, as you can see right there, in the outer corner. But if you don't blend it inwards, whatever it's left, it's going to look weird, and it's not going to create that effect, that lifted effect. It's going to be like all the shadow in the outer corner and, you know, kind of light in the inner corner, and it's not going to be something cohesive. So make sure that if you have to apply 2 or 3 layers of this shade, you do it in layers, so it will make it easier to blend, and it will be easier to layer more shadows on top of this. And again, blending it into the inner corner. Now I'm going to take the color Hazelnut in the same brush that we've been using, and I'm going to put it into the same place that we applied before. So if you're doing this in somebody else, make sure you make them look down into a mirror, and that way it will expose the area that you need to shade with this eyeshadow. So mostly the outer corner, and it's going to layer perfectly with the other shade that we have, and then we are going to blend it inwards, whatever is left. Now again, we're just applying this into the outer part of the crease, so we're not doing the outer corner yet, and this is just going to define the outer crease. So the most concentration of color, it's going to be in the outer corner of the crease, and then just make sure that both sides are the same pigmentation, that one is not darker than the other one, and then whatever is left, you blend it inwards. Now I'm using the same brush. You can also change it, but it has to have the same shape. So if you have an E25 by Sigma, or if you have, you know, another one of the 203s, okay, you can use that one too. But I feel like since we're going from lightest to darkest shade, you can totally do it with the same brush. I'm going to take a small brush, and I'm going to go into the color Driftwood. It's this one right here. And I'm going to apply that shade into the outer corner. Now this is more of a cool tone eyeshadow, so it's going to have some kind of contrast with the other shades, and that's exactly what we need to create the difference, create shade, but at the same time not make it too dark. You can go back with your 203 and blend the edges. Remember the brush that we just applied this color with? It's just for application, but then of course we have to blend it. Now we're going to take the color Sweet Cream, and I'm going to apply it into the inner corner. Now this is a flat shader brush. This is by Sonia Kashak, but whatever you have, small shader brush, it will work. And you're going to go and meet the previous shade. Now if you need to blend, just make sure you remove that shade and go back into the darkest color that we have in the outer corner, and then blend inwards towards that shade that we just applied. This is going to create a little bit of a transition in between the lighter shade and the dark. Now, if you're 100% happy with how your makeup looks, then it's fine. If not, then you can go in with this Dome Blending Brush. This is by Sigma, and I'm going to touch up the outer corner. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show the difference of colors, or you know, the contrast of the colors when we're taking a picture. Pictures need that contrast. It doesn't have to be dark. It has to be something that contrasts with the rest of the shades. It can't be just the same shade. It needs to have some kind of balance. So make sure you touch up the outer corner and a little bit on the crease with the shade Driftwood, and that way you create that balance and that difference between the shades that we applied before. Now is a time to use the eyeliner. I'm using the liquid eyeliner in my top lash line, and I'm going to create a classic line, not too thick, not too thin, and I'm not going to wing it out. Now if the person really wants to wing their eyeliner, they can totally do it. It's something that it's personal. But if they ask you whether they should do it or not, I would recommend you to skip it, just because I feel like it's more of a timeless look when you do it that way. And when you look back at your pictures, your wedding pictures 10 years from now or 15 years from now, it's going to look something very classic, and it's not going to be something that it was attached to a certain time, you know, and it's just going to be something that is timeless. That's what I mean by it. Also, I recommend you to tightline with a black eyeliner your top lash line, because it's one of those things that will create more volume, and it will hide your false lashes and create that lifted effect on your eyelid. Now I'm going to take the color Hazelnut and Driftwood in a small brush, and I'm going to remove the excess, and I'm going to apply it into the lower lash line from the outer corner until the center of the lid. Now this is something that you probably want to drag a little bit down, because this is going to be kind of the smoky effect that we need in the lower lash line. So we're gonna make sure we blend it, whatever is left, into the inner corner, but most of the color needs to be in the outer corner and the outer part of the lower lash line. Now I just applied, I forgot, and I applied in the Spanish part this white liner. The waterline, this is by 100% Pure. Mary Kay doesn't have one, so this is the one that lasts on my waterline all day long. And as you can see, it kind of makes a contrast with the colors that we put in the lower lash line, and it also kind of brighten my eyes and make them look bigger. So the look is pretty much done. I am going to add a little bit of mascara, whatever you think it will last longer. If you have the waterproof from Mary Kay, that is a great choice, but we do need a little bit of mascara in the lower lashes to complete the look, to kind of make that contrast with the nude waterline and also the colors that we put in the lower lash line. So creating or adding a little bit of that black mascara, it's going to create that balance that we're looking for to complete this look. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video. Thank you so much for all the requests that I had lately. I will get to all of them, but if you have one, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to do that for you as well. If you have any other suggestions as far as eyeshadows that you want me to use from Mary Kay in different makeup looks, I would love to read about them. If you enjoy this kind of series, if it helps you, if it inspires you, if it teaches you something, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving a comment down below. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on my next one.